African spirituality was colonized. And the colonization of the African removed him from his land, removed him from his waters, and removed him from his familiar air. And without spirituality, the African would become subject to all forms of colonization. The Africa we had prior to colonization was a 7G civilization. Ask me why I say 7G.
Why is it 7G?
We're still struggling with the first industrial revolution, second industrial revolution, 4, 5. By the time we get to the 8th, right now we're talking about the 3rd and 4th, is it? Yeah. But the African was living in the 8th already, in the 7th. Ask me why.
Why?
We manufactured nothing. We owned nothing. And we had everything. No man owned land. We owned each other. We belonged to the rivers. We belonged to the mountains. No wonder when the white man came and says he wanted land, it was not an issue to us. It was like, there you have it. Plant as much as you want. Only to come back 2 weeks later and find he's put a fence and he's holding a gun. But we never thought in our heads that someone would take land and put it in a briefcase and run away with it and disappear. So giving you land was part of humanity. If you say you want a piece of land, you want land. For what? And I want you to understand the pain of being duped into thinking you are doing something when the one who is duping you has got another agenda altogether. So we will look into the system that constructed the destructive Africa that we find today. But there we are dealing with the initial form of Africa. Actually, we living in harmony with nature. The purpose of life was to nurture nature. To nurture nature. To look after our habitat. And I think from the totemic space, this should sink in very well. That with our totems then worked to connect us with our ground, with our waters, with our air. And for me, that is the basic form of spirituality. And you'll be hearing lots of other arguments coming up later on religions and etc. African spirituality is not religion. It is a lifestyle of constant interaction between the culture, the community, and its people, and the environment that is around them. We don't live away from each other.